And he didn't tell me not to open hell when you speak over my car.
He told me that first day. I was kind of kidding him. Over my dead body, they're gonna put hamburgers in there.
Yeah. Well, just like we should be able to eat lunch out here.
Yeah, right.
All right, so Richard asked if I would do a little forging, just so you can see what it's like.
It would be great, thank you. I'll just,
A couple of quick
is
things
that all right?
I can do, or if we have enough time, I'll do both. But I make a lot of these compasses, and most of the shape is forged, so it's probably for you guys a really interesting contrast to the way you would make these, or you would think how they're made. So let me do that. And then the other thing, so that'll show some process, but the other thing I can do is make most of one of these jaws, which has got a lot of stuff happening with it. So maybe we can do both of those things.
That's your variable speed DC drive motor over there?
No, this is old fashioned. It's just got 5 speeds. It's got 5 different resistors in the housing, and a brass contact that touches one of them at a time. They were making these things in the early 1900s.
You know, and I asked him yesterday about the safety class. Tell me what you told me. About safety classes.
Oh, yeah.
You got some on today.
Well, these are just vision glasses.
Oh, okay.
Before I needed these to see, I didn't wear anything. But I worked my whole life without safety glasses, and I got something in my eye once, and it was early on when I was learning. But I really believe if you're just using hand tools and you're trained properly by someone that knows what they're doing, the chances of getting hurt are very, very, very slim. People tend to get hurt when they teach themselves, or when they're doing something that has its own power source besides you. Got something with a motor, or a horse, something with a mind of its own, then it's a little more unpredictable. But when you're holding the tool and the work, you can learn methods that are quite safe. And that's contrary to the modern notion of safety, which is that there's no way to avoid danger. The best thing you can do is just shield yourself from it. But the old way of thinking was that you can avoid danger by learning what to do properly. So it's just a real different attitude about it, I think. So I never use safety glasses.
So you got blind, and you're like me, you have to wear glasses.
I have to wear them to see. Now I'd be dangerous without my glasses. You guys call me a lot more dangerous than I wasn't wearing these glasses.
Well, we got some guys that are dangerous in there with that scraper now that they know how to do it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll shut up and let you know it works.
Let's see.
Is that the center leaf, Peter? The
Yeah.
center leaf for the...
Yeah. Yeah, so let's smooth that up a little bit.
So you're about 2,200 degrees, 1,000 degrees?
A little hotter.
Okay.
Ideally, I'm gonna work right up to the melting point.
Sure.
What is
That way
the
you got
melting
less
point?
effort into it.
Yeah. Well, it varies. This is low carbon steel. 2,300 is probably about there. Wrought iron, it's another couple of hundred degrees hotter. And if it were hardenable steel, it would be lower. Yeah, I made before.
Well, put that hole in an anvil's full. Huh?
Yeah, it's for all the tooling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of different shaped tooling. Something like this.
Oh, okay.
Like this. Hang around.
I see a band.
So you're also
One of the one day, another one day.
You can see I'm thinking about how to make this stuff. I'm thinking about volume in the bar, not what shape it is to start.
so cool.
So there's the middle. Finish. Those finish compasses here. So that's there's that way.
Now, is this your device, or did you copy one originally?
Oh, this is a copy. This was a really common carpenter's tool for 500 years. The same pattern.
So how hard is it to put to a relief to actually cut that?
Well, I'm gonna do that now.
Oh, you are, okay. Okay. I didn't know you were gonna make a whole thing.
I'll get the roughing done, because to me that's the most illustrative of the process.
That is incredible.
All right, so now I've got to make the other. Here you can see how that.
It won't take that long to get
I'm gonna have to use that hour and a half.
Oh,
You probably want to move up, sling a little oil.
I like oil slung on me.
Yeah. Well, this is used oil.
Oh, okay.
I need some experience. I know that square bar will make the right size rectangle.
Beautiful.
So now I can start on the
And the reason you don't want to waste all your fuel, that's just cool, just shut the fan down.
well, in addition to that, if I left the air going, it would change the shape and size of the fire. So I would lose the control of the heating. Yeah.
Now, is that just,
It's pretty rare.
coal I've always saw was big chunks, was this something especially for forging, or?
You probably have seen coal for home heating. That's the hard coal.
Oh, okay.
And you can put bigger chunks in a coal stove. I mean, this comes in bigger chunks, but this is the most convenient size for what I'm doing.
Oh,
You can still get the work in and out of the fire.
okay. Do you get that from somebody special, or?
Yeah. It goes to the mines in West Virginia.
The ones that are, you're gonna close down.
They're already closed. Yeah. There's only one or two mines that are still selling good forging coal.
Is it expensive too, then?
Well, I don't think so.
What does the ton cost?
At the mine, it's about $150 a ton.
No, it's not bad.
What is it to be delivered to you?
That's twice that delivered to me, $300 a ton. I use 2 tons a year. So $600 is my fuel cost for the year.
Yeah, $600 wouldn't go far for propane.
Yeah, I think that's cheap, but a hobbyist, I tell a hobbyist, I always use coal, I say, well, that's $5 a bucket, I can't pay that. You know, it's cheap for a professional, it might be expensive for
So you
Expensive,
Penny
cheap in relative terms.
yeah.
heat your house with coal too, or?
I know, we use wood. If I was gonna heat with coal, I would want hard coal, this is soft coal. And I think that's probably easier to get. There's more people burning coal for heat than there are blacksmiths.
The coal that I bought at Tractor Supply was for those pellet stoves. That's the reason they were selling it.
Well, you have got this all envisioned in your mind. Like an artist that's drawing a picture, right?
Well, I have this envisioned because I made hundreds of them. But that's how, that was the way this kind of works out. You have someone who's used to making the same thing over and over. And then you can do it freehand, and it'll still come out right.
Let's see what we're going on.
So I have one, it didn't quite bend, and I didn't cut it in the middle, so I have a short and a long leg. So I'm gonna just stretch, I'm gonna stretch the short one.
Show what you can do. that if you wanted to shrink them on.
That's harder. You can do it. It's a lot harder. We do. I'm going to show you some shrinking in a minute. Now weld this together. Put a little borax in there. Flux. I use some chips, drillings.
Yeah, are your chips just mild steel, or you try to go for wrought iron chips?
Well, you can do either one. Since I work with wrought iron anyway, I use wrought iron chips. Wrought iron.
Okay, okay, that's a good point. Okay.
So,
You know, I was thinking you have to scrape your anvil top off to get it straight.
yeah. It's just
I don't think we need to paint it in.
How old is your anvil, do you know?
I don't. It's sometime after 1860, but I don't know how to date these. English.
Kind of markings on it, sounds like new.
Well, there's a mark on it, but they made the same shape for 100 years. It's hard to tell when it was made in that.
This blacksmithing class I went to, there guys were talking about, yeah, I got this anvil, it was made by so-and-so in whatever, you know, short time period.
Right.
Okay, how do you know?
Some of the makers you can tell, but
Well, those you can tell.
some of the people think they can tell.
Yeah. But it was kind of interesting, some of them talked about how to repair an anvil and how they were originally made, the ones that had the hardened piece cast right on them.
Yeah, so this one has a hard face welded on. That's a wrought iron body.
Mhm.
Let me get to that device for a second. You guys don't have to
Put holes and everything else and stuff.
You guys have more different kinds of tools in your kit this week.
Now, this is not what I expected. There's that give that needs straightening by slapping it on something.
I can't put a shit about it.
We should have done this in the beginning of the week.
Yeah. Saves you a process.
And since you didn't flux that, you don't have to worry about it welding together.
Right.
Look at how tight that joint is. Wow.
Well, yeah. If it's fitted tighter than you could.
Wow. I don't think we can get a feeler gauge in there.
No, you can't. If I hold these together, you can't. You can't see any light through the joint. Nothing.
You see the temperature gradient between the two halves.
So you can make things fit really tightly without anything more precise than this. They're not interchangeable parts. That's what you don't have. But you have precision fitting. And I didn't have to measure anything. except how much I started with. I will let that cool off.
This is nuts, isn't it?
All right, who wants to try this?
That's next week.
Yeah, so
Wow.
drilling the hole, I usually end up drilling the hole. I haven't figured out how they made the hole in the top. And everything else can be done pretty much this way.
How about your students today? How many times they burn their fingers?
Usually, the smart ones only once.